Hi, and welcome back to the Bible in a Year Project podcast. Today is week 17 and it's day 4. We've been reading from the message version this week and we'll continue to do that today. My name is Sharone Dennis and I'll be reading 1 Chronicles chapter 1. Let's begin. Israel's family tree, the trunk. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The Japheth branch. Japheth had Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Mesca, and Tiras. Gomer had Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. Javan had Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Rodanim. The Ham branch. Ham had Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Cush had Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabteka. Ramah had Sheba and Dedan. Cush had Nimrod, the first great hero on earth. Mizraim was ancestor to Ludim, the Ananim, the Lehabim, the Nephtuhim, the Pathrusim, the Casluhim, and the Caphtorim, from whom the Philistines descended. Canaan had Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and was ancestor to the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Archites, the Sinites, the Arvadites, the Zemarites, and the Hamathites. The Shem branch. Shem had Elam, Asshur, Arphaxad, Lud, Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshach. Arphaxad had Shelah, and Shelah had Eber. Eber had 2 sons, Peleg, division, because in his time the earth was divided up. His brother was Joktan. Joktan had Almodad, Sheleth, Hazar Maveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Diklag, Ebal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab, all sons of Joktan. The 3 main branches in summary: Shem, Arphaxad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Serug, Nahor, Terah, and Abraham. And Abraham had Isaac and Ishmael. The family of Abraham. Abraham's family tree developed along these lines. Ishmael had Nebaioth, his firstborn, then Kedar, Adbeel, Mibzam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tima, Jeter, Naphish, and Kedemah, the Ishmael branch. Keturah, Abraham's concubine, gave birth to Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Then Jokshan had Sheba and Dedan, and Midian had Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abidah, and Eldah. These made up the Keturah branch. Abraham had Isaac, and Isaac had Esau and Israel, Jacob. Esau had Eliphaz, Reuel, Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. Eliphaz had Teman, Omar, Zepho, Jatam, Kenaz, Timnah, and Amalek. And Reuel had Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. Seir then had Lotan, Shabal, Zibeon, Anna, Deshan, Ezer, and Deshan. Lotan had Hori and Homam. Timnah was Lotan's sister. Shabal had Alian, Manahath, Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. Zibeon had Aya and Anna. Anna had Dishon. Dishon had Hemdan, Eshban, Ithran, and Keran. Ezer had Bilhan, Zavan, and Achan. And Dishan had Uz and Aran. The Edomite king list. A list of the kings who ruled in the country of Edom before Israel had a king. Bela, son of Beor, his city was Dinhaba. Bela died. Jobab, son of Zerah, from Bozrah, was the next king. Jobab died. Husham, from the country of the Timanites, was the next king. Husham died. Hadad, son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the country of Moab, was the next king. His city was Avith. Hadad died. Samlah from Masrekah was the next king. Samlah died. Shaul from Rehoboth by the river was the next king. Shaul died. Baal-Hanan, son of Akbor, was the next king. Baal-Hanan died. Hadad was the next king. His city was Pau, and his wife was Mehetabel, daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. Last of all, Hadad died. The chieftains of Edom after that were Chief Timnah, Chief Alva, Chief Jetheth, Chief Aholibama, Chief Elah, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenaz, Chief Teman, Chief Mibzar, Chief Magdiel, and Chief Iram. These were the chieftains of Edom.
1 Chronicles 2. The family of Israel, Jacob. Israel's, that is Jacob's sons, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Judah had Onan, and Shelah. Their mother was Bathshua the Canaanite. Judah's firstborn, was so bad before God that God killed him. Judah also had Perez and Zerah by his daughter-in-law Tamar, a total of 5 sons. Perez had Hezron and Hamul. Zerah had Zimri, Ethan, Heman, Calcol, and Darda, 5 sons. Carmi had Achar, who brought doom on Israel when he violated a holy ban. Echan's son was Azariah, and Hezron had Jeremiel, Ram, and Chelubai. Ram had Abinadab, and Abinadab had Nachshon, a prominent leader in the Judah family. Nachshon had Salmon, and Salmon had Boaz. Boaz had Obed, and Obed had Jesse. Jesse's firstborn was Eliab, followed by Abinadab, Shimeah, Nethanel, Radeh, Ozem, and finally David. David was the 7th. Their sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail. Zeruiah gave birth to 3 sons, Abishai, Joab, and Asahel. Abigail was the mother of Amasa. The father was Jether the Ishmaelite. Caleb, son of Hezron, had children by his wife Azubah and also by Jerioth. Azubah's sons were Jesher, Shobab, and Ardon. After Azubah died, Caleb married Ephrath, who gave birth to Hur. Hur had Uri, and Uri had Bezalel. Sometime later, Hezron married the daughter of Machir, the father of Gilead. He was 60 years old when he married her. She gave birth to Segub. Then Segub had Jair, who owned 23 cities in the land of Gilead. Gesher and Aram captured the nomadic villages of Jair and Kenath, and the satellite settlements, 60 towns. These all belonged to Machir, the father of Gilead. After the death of Hezron, Caleb married Ikprachta, the wife of his father Hezron. She then gave birth to Ashur, the father of Tekoa. The sons of Jeremiel, Hezron's firstborn, Ram, his firstborn, followed by Bunah, Oren, Ozem, and Ahijah. Jeremiel had another wife whose name was Atara. She gave birth to Onam. The sons of Ram, Jeremiel's firstborn, Maiz, Jamin, and Eker. The sons of Onam, Shammai and Jada. The sons of Shammai, Nadab and Abishur. Abishur's wife was Abihail. She gave birth to Aban and Molid. Nadab had Seled and Apam. Seled died leaving no sons. Apam had Ishi. Ishi had Sheshan, and Sheshan had Ale. Jaira, Shammai's brother, had Jether and Jonathan. Jether died leaving no sons. Jonathan had Pelez and Zaza. This is the family tree of the sons of Jeremiel. Sheshan had no sons, only daughters, but Sheshan had an Egyptian servant, Jarha. Sheshan married his daughter to Jarha, and she gave birth to Attai. Attai had Nathan, Nathan had Zabad, Zabad had Ephlal, Ephlal had Obed, Obed had Jehu, Jehu had Azariah, Azariah had Helez, Helez had Eliasa, Eliasa had Sismai, Sismai had Shalom, Shalom had Jechamiah, and Jechamiah had Elishama. Jeremiel's brother Caleb had a son, his firstborn, named Misha. Misha had Ziph. Ziph's son was Merisha, the father of Hebron. The sons of Hebron, Korah, Tapua, Rechem, and Shema. Shema had Raham, the father of Jorkiam, Rechem, and Shammai. Shammai's sons was Mauen, and Mauen was the father of Beth-zur. Caleb's concubine Epha gave birth to Haran, Moza, and Gazez. Haran had Gazez. The sons of Jade, Rejam, Jotham, Geshan, Pelet, Ephah, and Shaph, another concubine of Caleb, Maacah, gave birth to Sheber and Terhana. She also bore Shaph, the father of Madmana, and Shiva, the father of Macbena and Gibeah. Caleb's daughter was Aksa. These made up the Caleb branch of the family tree. The sons of Hur, Epaphras' firstborn, Shobal, who had Kiriath Jearim, Salma, who had Bethlehem, and Hareph, father of Beth Gader. The family of Shobal, father of Kiriath Jearim, Haroeh, half the population of Manahath, the families of Kiriath Jearim, the Ithrites, the Puthites, the Shumathites, and the Misraites. The Zorathites and Eshtaolites also came from Misraim. The sons of Salma, Bethlehem, the Netophathites, Athroth, Beth Joab, half the Manahathites, the Zorites, and the families of Sopharim, who lived at Jabez, the Tirathites, the Shimeathites, and the Sukkothites. They made up the Kenites, who came from Hamath, the father of the house of Rechab.
Remember, you can join us every Sunday evening on Zoom, where we discuss the week's readings together. Zoom details can be found in the description and also on our website, Biayl.Project.com. Blessings.